Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to review and also test some new products from BareMinerals. BareMinerals. Yep. There is some products I have already used once, some products I have used few times, and then there is some that I haven't even tested or swatched yet. I will show you how I applied and my thoughts about these products, and I'm going to tell you more about these products, also my thoughts about these during when I do this makeup, so you can see how these apply. Let's go into application and my thoughts so you can see how these perform. Last time I used this moisturizer, it was maybe 3 weeks ago, and I used it only once then. It says here in the package that apply 1 to 2 pumps, so it depends of what kind of sunblock coverage you want, but I took now one, and this is the type of product which is white on your skin. So there is only physical sunblock, not chemical, in this one, and there is quite a strong scent. It's kind of citrusy herbal scent. If you are sensitive to scents, you might not like this. Actually, it's quite sharp scent, so if you are very sensitive to scents, you might want to avoid this totally. It does fade away quite quickly, but it is there. This feels like a moisturizer which will start to peel quite easily, so I'm not going to rub it heavily. I just leave it as it is. If I remember right, this was quite surprisingly I wouldn't say mattifying, but oil controlling, considering the fact that it's when I used it a few weeks ago, it was really hot here in Finland, and I tested it then, and I do remember that I felt like it did keep my oils in control during the day, even though it doesn't say that it's oil controlling, but I think they have considered the fact that you're going to use this in sun and hot and humid weather, so it's going to give some benefits to that as well. The PR one I received was in the shade 01 Opal, and this is a cool toned light shade, and this was very close to my skin tone, but just a little bit too cool toned for me, so I purchased with my own money this Vanilla 02. This is the next lightest shade, and there is a little bit of difference. So this is the 01 Opal and this is the 02 Vanilla, and I will show you close swatches these shades, but there is a shade difference, but I think when I mix these together I might get good results for me. Because this is a bit more lighter and cooler tone, I will apply this to my kind of high points to highlight my skin, and then the vanilla shade to kind of give the shape. So this is a good trick to do if you have same foundation in different colors, so you might do your contouring during the application. And I didn't remember how wet this feels. It feels like you're applying some kind of watery gel product on your skin. This is strange feeling. This is very strange feeling. As you can see, there's not that much difference in the shades, but the difference is definitely there. I'm going to use my Skin City brush. This has been my favorite for a while. The application is the most even possible with this brush, so I'll just mix these two shades together so you can see how quickly these apply. As you can see, this is very luminous on skin, so you really don't need much of a luminous primers underneath it. If you want to leave it unpowdered, you're really having this very, very luminous finish. I just take a little bit more the darker shade Vanilla and apply it a little bit more to my, build it up to the areas I want a little bit more of coverage, but this isn't a full coverage stick foundation. This is medium, and you can leave it light coverage as well if you want to, but maybe a low medium is this isn't the one you can build easiest. You can build it a little bit, but I wouldn't say that you get a medium, well, close to medium. There is this light reflection qualities which make this, it does that optical illusion of more even skin. It hides pores and makes, for example, my hyperpigmentation on my forehead. It kind of doesn't seem so visible, although you can see it easily through, but because of the luminosity and the optical illusion, your skin just looks more even and more healthy, which is of course what we want. So I won't complain about that. I applied a little bit of concealer. It's my Shiseido stick concealer, so it's now time to go to the liquid bronzer. As I said, this is shade Warmth. I have used this several times and I really love this, but the problem is that this is way too pigmented and it's very difficult to get the most smallest amount of product. I was trying to be very careful and I did get this much to my plate. And when I dip this to my Eco Tools brush, I usually just kind of mix it to my brush next to the plate, because I know this is very pigmented. And let's see how it shows to you the problem. This is the problem. This is so pigmented that you kind of waste product every time you use it because you just cannot get it small amount enough. Good news is it does, you can blend it really easily and there is no dark spots or patchiness or anything like that. I have used it with stick foundations and also liquid foundations, hydrating foundations and more kind of semi-matte foundations, and I've had no problems blending this. And I didn't take any extra now from the plate. I will take just a little bit of the part where I blended it to the plate, and I will apply a little bit on my forehead and other areas, but I just need to be careful with this one. When you apply it to your plate or hand, you can see that there is golden shimmer in it, and I was quite hesitant to use it when I saw this, but I can't see any particles on my skin. I have a powder highlighter and I have now this tiny problem with very wet feeling wet face and powder foundation. What I usually do in situation is I take my powder brush. I don't apply any powder on this because I know there is always some residue from previous makeups, and I just tap onto the areas where I want to use a little bit of powder product. This highlighter then, few months ago I made a promise to myself that I'm not going to buy any powder highlighters because I very rarely use those anymore. I'm so into stick products and cream products. But when I saw this gorgeous highlighter, I just had to. This is very peachy color shade. So I have high hopes that this will apply on my skin as a blush and highlighter. I really hope this is going to work like this. I'm going to take my Eco Tools. This is sheer blush brush. I think this might be the one for this product, so let's keep. I haven't tried this. I haven't even swatched this at home. I swatched this only in the PR event, and now I'm applying it for the first time. So excited. I never thought I would be excited to try powder highlighter, but now I am. There is. I hope the yes, I hope the camera picks up. I did take the tiniest amount. It's because I'm very careful with my highlighters. I don't like the seeing the moon kind of look. It does give a little bit of peachy tone on my skin, which is exactly what I wanted to have. It melts into the skin. It gives just the tiniest amount of peachy color to my skin and very subtle natural glow. I love this. This combination, this foundation, the bronzer and now this highlighter, I don't remember when I've been loving my skin as much as I love this combination. I'll do the rest of my makeup on and I'll be back. Then to the lipstick. These are new as well. This is the longwear lipstick and the shade I got is Nutmeg. I haven't tested this before. I haven't actually even swatched this, but it does look really dark on my skin. Okay, this is very gel-like, very similar to the Shiseido new gel formula. Future me would have possibly said that use a lip liner, but who would have known? The shape of this tip, as it's slanted and it's really sharp, it's surprisingly easy to create a very sharp line to your lips, even without lip liner. So interesting. When I first applied it and when I applied it from the package, it does feel very slippery and very wet, and right after application it did feel quite slippery, so I thought that this is something which is going to be on my teeth and everywhere. But surprisingly, now that it's been on like half a minute or something like that, it doesn't feel so slippery at all. It doesn't feel matte, but it does feel that it is mattifying a little bit. Is this supposed to be matte? No, it says just longwear lipstick, up to 8 hours. Oh yes, it does say matte finish. I would have never thought that this is matte based on the first feeling and first application. This is by no means transfer proof. No. It's not drying matte, but it's very comfortable. Based on this 2 minutes experience of this lipstick, I think I really like this. I use this foundation for the first time. I truly love how this looks on skin, and I do remember that it did last very well on my skin. So I had no problems with lasting. I think it was those hot days and it lasted easily plus 8 hours beautifully on my skin, which surprised me a lot. And the bronzer, as well as you saw, it's beautiful on skin, and now with the rest of the makeup it doesn't look that much. If I want to build it up to be more tanned. And so as conclusions, Foundation, love, 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 love. Dry skin, definitely can wear this even on hot weather, summer weather. I cannot wait winter with this, it will be awesome. Oh, this moisturizer. I love the that there is SPF, and I love the scent, but it does feel a bit drying on my skin. Probably this is perfect when, for example, in a hot city holiday, or where you want your makeup last better, but you want to wear good coverage as well as SPF goes. In Finland, this is quite pricey. This is almost 60 euros, if not more. In other parts of the world, I think it's 40 euros or something, $40 or 40 pounds or something like that, so more reasonably priced. Bronzer, I love this. It's the best shade for liquid bronze I have tried yet, so I really love this, and I love how it makes my skin glow. Oh, the highlighter, we love the highlighter. Oh, we love the highlighter. This is beautiful. I don't even need any blush, and if I want to add a bit more blush, I can easily do that, and I still have this fresh glow on my skin. Again, not for someone who wants that blinding highlight. It's not for those, but who wants this kind of healthy skin, definitely yes. And yes, this lipstick formula, it does feel really comfortable on skin, and now that it's been on for a few minutes, it is more matte and more dry, but it's still not. Here is the old one, and it does still come off. So it's not transfer proof, but it is very comfortable. It is more to the matte side, and I can easily I can easily understand that it can last hours, if not the promised 8 hours, but it will be long lasting. It feels like it. But here were my thoughts. If you have any comments, requests, questions, anything, leave a comment below. I'm always happy to hear what you think about these products, if you have tried this or not, or if you have any requests for upcoming videos. I have quite a long list, but there is still room for new suggestions, so please comment below. That's it. I hope you have a great day, and see you next time. Bye bye. Hello and welcome. Today, oops.